Do you know how you know you're off path? With your spiritual life, with your belief system, and that's impacting your whole life? Because you're still seeking, because you're still not there, and I could be speaking right now to people who are brand new in business, brand new to money and that kind of thing. And then I could also be speaking to people making millions, tens of millions, or hundreds of millions, because I've coached all those people and everything in between. And the conversation's the same at any level. I tell you, there might be levels of income. There's not levels of being human. I mean, there is if you want to like classify it that way. But do you know what I mean? The conversation is still the same. People are still looking. Like, what am I missing? And there's a dis-ease, right? And you can cover that dis-ease up so many different ways. You can cover it with, you know, a great pair of shoes. I literally have a washing basket full of Louboutins behind me, which the light is balancing on because this is all the like stuff that I'm selling. I don't know if I should sell this bag. It's pretty cool. This is just a bunch of stuff that is on my list to post on my, you know, online wardrobe. There's 2 washing baskets of it sitting behind the tripod. So I did that. I mean, I'm not getting rid of all this stuff. I'm not saying it's wrong about it. I'm keeping some red bottom shoes. Don't worry, I'm just getting rid of the ones I don't like or don't like adore. You know what I mean? But I covered it up with all of that stuff, right? I covered it up with so much stuff. And it was beneath it. It was just like this continual dis-ease or confusion. And it's just like a continual beating drum that sometimes you get better at pushing down and ignoring, like, la da da, let me go live again. Let me be, you know, the vibe in me. Let me make another course. That's what I did. But then it would always be like, there's still something I'm still not quite seeing. So Emily says, but it got you to where you are now. In AA, I learned to make peace with what the addiction served and how it got me where I am. You're so right. It's 1,000,000% true. I would not say I don't have regret though. I mean, I've handed that regret over to God, but has regret been there, or is regret, like, is there stuff that I wish I could change or that I wish never happened? 1,000,000%. But these are the things we make peace with and we hand it over, and I hand it over to God. And forgive myself, which is an ongoing thing, and sometimes, you know, a lot harder to forgive ourselves than other people, depending on the circumstance. So yeah, it got me where I am, but I think you can say that, and I know that's true, but I don't, like, as long as I'm clear that what I would say in that is, I don't mean that because of that I got to where I am. I don't mean that I had to go through that journey to get to where I am, because that wasn't God's perfect will for me to live my life the way that I did. So there was another way from the get-go. But because I continued to choose my way more and more, God was always there to reroute me and set me back on path. But until it got to the point of me giving him permission to do that and saying, let's go, I'm ready, I'm reporting for duty, you know, here I am, I'm done running around the world doing my own thing. Until I got to that point, he allowed me to live a misaligned life, because he gives us that choice. We have free will. He doesn't force us. He always has perfect will for us, whether it's in the short term of the rest of the day, or it's this year, this decade, you know, this season of your life. He'll let you live misaligned, and anytime you're ready to be done, he will realign you, and he will do it in supernatural heartbeat time with whatever stripping off and spiky bits that are needed, PS. And it is needed, and you will like it. You will not like it. You will love it. You will not like it at all, but you will love it. You will love it. You'll be happy about it. So he realigned me as soon as I came back. But in the meantime, I just became more and more misaligned, and I didn't need to do all of that in order to end up surrendered and living my life with God. So yeah, we can say on the one hand, like, oh, well, I was there and now I'm here, so it got me here. Well, it got me here because by definition, that's the path I chose to walk. It wasn't required to get me here, that's for sure. I guess what I would say to that is, obviously, I couldn't have the lessons from that I now have and I'm able to teach on and share on, and there's so much good stuff that I can impart from what I've learned. But that's a classic example of Romans 8:28 in action. God turns all things to good for those who are righteous and who love him. So he will take our misalignment and he will, you know, cause it to be part of our ministry a lot of the time. But it still doesn't mean we needed to do that, you know? God's perfect will is always there for us. It's always there for us.